Thank you, Mr. Chairman. Residents are invited to the Community Involvement Fair, the Retired and Senior Volunteer Program in the River Parish of the United Way of St. Charles are hosting a St. Charles Community Involvement Informational Fair from 2 p.m. until 6 p.m. on August the 12th at the Edward A. Dufresne Community Center. St. Charles Parish residents of all ages are invited to attend the fair to learn about becoming more involved in the community. Representatives from the Ark of St. Charles, the St. Charles Parish Hospital, Auxiliary, Child Advocacy Services, St. Charles Parish Triad, Special Olympics, and other local agencies will be available to share information regarding community involvement and volunteer opportunities within the organizations. Attendees will also have the opportunity to sign up for volunteer programs at the RSVP and the United Way. Throughout the event, participating agencies will have the opportunity to film a short video clip with the St. Charles Parish Public Information Office in order to promote their organizations. For more information about the event, please contact Michelle Higgins, RSVP Director, at 985-783-8907, or Kinsley Matthews of the United Way of St. Charles Volunteer Coordinator at 985-331-9063. There's a flyer up on the screen. Saturday, over 400 students and their parents from across St. Charles Parish gathered at the Edward A. Dufresne Community Center on August the 1st for the second annual youth rally. This event included great performances and information sessions. These sessions included presentations on topics such as negative impact of bullying, substance abuse, and the danger of social media. The event also included outside displays, interactive activities, and lots of food. The Parish Department of Community Services, the St. Charles Parish Sheriff's Office, St. Charles Parish Schools, and the Alpha Daughter of Zion joined together for this event. Along with the important lessons taught, the youth also had a chance to win over 200 donated door prizes throughout the day and participated in the final drawing for 13 gift baskets that included either an electronic tablet or an iPad, scientific calculations, jump drives, and more. In addition, the Department of Community Services provided each participant with a tote bag with basic school supplies and distributed over 800 donated library books. A great event and a great way to launch the school year with positive message to our youth, which promotes a self-awareness and good decision-making. Last week, Buddy Earl Mathern and I took a boat trip on July 28 to examine the recently completed East LaBranche Shoreline Project in Lake Pontchartrain. The project is designed to armor the coast against erosion and rebuilding land. This increases the East Bank resilience to Hurricane Drive storm surge. Update on the levee, Willowdale section. The contractor has fertilized and installed the seeds for the levee and adjacent servitudes. The final punch list items are being addressed. The contract has been requested to complete demobilization by August the 10th. On the Ellington phase, a letter of no objection has been received from Bridgeline Holdings, and it is expected that similar letters of no objection will be received from other pipeline companies within the next few weeks. A preliminary design of the T-wall at the gas line crossings are planned for a submittal to St. Charles Parish this week. The Magnolia section, task order for design of the Parody Canal control structure has been issued. The preliminary drawing submittal for the structures are planned for submittal to St. Charles Parish for review this week. Sunset section, the land acquisition for Sunset Levee is continuing. Status is ongoing. Permanent acquisition is continuing for the hydraulic pump installation at the Sunset Pumping Station. The status is ongoing. And tomorrow at the LBLD, we'll give a status update at the Hurricane Protection Committee meeting on August the 4th. And one final item. The Government of Finance Office Association of the United States and Canada is pleased to announce that St. Charles Parish Council, Louisiana, has received the GFOA's Distinguished Budget Presentation Award for his budgeting. The award represents a significant achievement by the entity. It reflects the commitment of the governing body and the staff to meeting the highest principle of governing budgeting. In order to receive this budget award, the entity has to satisfy nationally recognized guidelines for effectiveness budget presentation. These guidelines are designed to assess how well an entity budget serves as well. And I'd like to present this to Grant Newsom, our financial director, and his staff.
Oh, look at you trying to look tall.
No, I wouldn't.
I know. I know, I got a mess with him. I know you heard me.
Thank you, Parish President St. Pierre, and thank you, members of the council. You know, it is a tremendous honor to be up here again. This is the third year in a row that we've received the budget award, and I just want to stress how big a deal it really is to get this award. It really is a tremendous effort every year. The process alone, once the budget is approved, we have 90 days to submit our budget with all the suggestions that they give us. And every year, it's reviewed by an independent panel. 3 different finance directors from across the country review our budget and give us each about 3 or 4 pages worth of changes and requests and, you know, things that they like to see, or we won't get the award. So basically, we have to do it. And each one of them gives us 3, because neither one of them look at the same thing. So each person looks at something different and tells us, you must do this, or you will not get the reward. So we have to go through, respond to each one of their requests. So I'll usually send them about a 10 to 15 page document responding to each one of their requests and what we did to change it to meet what their requests are, to send it in, and then it's reviewed by that individual, you know, that panel. And then that new budget that we submitted with those new changes is then reviewed by 3 new people who then in turn send in, you know, every year. They'll send in what they want us to do, and it just keeps going on and on. But, you know, each year it gets more and more difficult. The requirements get more and more strenuous. And, you know, we go through the process. We do have 90 days to respond to it. So it's not a guarantee that you get it every year. So it really is a tremendous effort on the part of the finance department to really get this. And I'm very proud of them. And I'm glad to be before you again receiving this award, and I thank all of y'all.
That